an over emotional man is a threat to the society.
It's not easy to get a woman to listen to you.
I want you to be attracted to me. I want you to still make love like
In his
you're 16.
Are you lovable?
okay.
What's good, my people, and welcome back to this channel. My name is Olori, and this is the CBTT show. Chop banter, talk truth. And today we are entering man territory. I'm not doing this alone. I'm not gonna be doing this alone. I'm here with should I say professor? Mr. Dehniece Etokudo, CEO Global Audio Factory Nigeria. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
You're welcome.
And we also have E-Money, CEO Accent Interiors. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the show.
It's a pleasure now.
You know what? When I saw this topic, when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I can't begin to. I'm not a man. Let me start from there. I'm not a man, so I can't begin to even tell of the troubles or tell of the struggles of the Nigerian man or the African man in general. So I met with somebody some days ago, and the guy said that the last time he cried was when he was 9 years old.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, what? Women cry all the time. We cry when we're happy, cry when we're sad, cry. We don't even care. In fact, if we just say something, we'll cry. We do one that makes sense or doesn't make sense. And somebody's saying the last time he actually shed tears was when he was 9 years old. And I'm like, that is so deep. Which brings me to the question. What do you think? Do you think that the world, suffers a man's vulnerability, yet they demand stability from the same man?
True.
So I was gonna ask, was that your inspiration for this?
Yeah.
So just because a man didn't cry for
Yes. And I feel like it's something that we need to talk about. I mean, the month of June was speaking about men, mental health, and all of that. So I'm like, this is an avenue to talk about it. So we are in July, and I'm like, we need to. These are the things we need. I feel like even Father's Day that passed in June, right? Most people didn't even realize it was Father's Day. You have Mother's Day, you have Mothering Sunday, you have Women's Day. You will celebrate women a lot. And one time I was like, is it because women ourselves, we love to just be out there, we love to celebrate ourselves? Or is it because the men are not speaking about it, or what?
Okay.
So what do we think the issue is? Why is it that men, they're barely celebrated, or there's just some silence around men and their issues?
Basically, I think men don't like to overdo. One. Secondly, when you celebrate yourself too much, somebody actually going to think, oh, what is it? There's more that he's supposed to have done. Why is this clapping for so little? So it naturally just occurs to every other man that, okay, as you do, there's always somebody above you. There's always someone doing more than you. So stop clapping for yourself in this little thing that you just did. The actual fact that being a man is more of a responsibility than a position. Yes, it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility. You have to do something to be called a man. And we say, be a man. It means be strong.
Be strong.
Yes, don't cry. If you can feel like crying, but if you cry, you're going to be seen as weak. So men don't show weakness by crying. You can be as emotional as you want to be, but make sure nobody sees it. So we hide things.
Wow.
Because we just want to be sure that somebody calls us men.
So you can just...
Yes, we taking up. But I think there is strength in vulnerability too. But I also, for what it's worth, I cry in my space. But not like, I can feel the tears come.
Okay.
Do we even cry?
Yeah, I feel the tears come. I call it cry.
Yes.
I feel the tears come.
It won't.
Yes. Okay, I posted a video on Men's Mental Health Day in June, and I saw the video online. I had to repost it, and after I saw the video, my eyes was watery, and I'm like, oh, you are crying, but thank God nobody's watching. So
Wow.
so I can do that in my space, knowing nobody's going to judge me. So it's normal. It's just natural. People judge you for crying. They'll think you.
So I asked the question earlier and you agreed. So I want to ask again. So what does it mean to be a man in a world that punishes vulnerability? I mean, you just said, you made reference to they don't want to see you cry, don't cry, man up, be strong and all of that. But yet, somehow,
To be a man.
you have to be a man.
Yes.
So what does it mean to be a man in this type of world that we find ourselves in?
True. Being a man is, for me, it's more of everything I say here. It's my opinion, so you cannot sue me.
Okay.
It's responsibility.
Yeah.
If I can't fix things, I don't even feel worthy, because that's what the world makes everybody feel, makes every man feel.
Carrying on too much pressure on this.
Yeah.
It's usual. It's what we're built to feel that way. We're trained to feel that way from childhood. Every time they tell you, wipe your tears, you're not a girl, you're a big boy. When you're 4 years old about to cry, say you're a big boy. They make you say it, and big boys don't cry, men don't cry. So you have to shut everything in. You don't show that you're vulnerable. You show that you're stronger than you really are. You show. But what happens is we grow up with this fake idea that we are like superheroes, this cape on, even when we know we have capes finally, but we try to show more than we have, because nobody claps for a man who doesn't bring stuff to the table. And there's no space.
Beautiful.
There's no space to be less of a man for a man,
Oh, beautiful.
and still be recognized.
Yeah.
So, to add to that, I love to admit the fact that being a man would be being safe.
Being safe.
Yes.
Wow.
It would actually mean
What do you mean being safe? Like, what do you mean?
Be safe for the people around you. So it's not about showing masculinity. It's not about being the strongest person in the room. But you are being the safest person that anyone can run to.
Oh, so
beyond responsibility, you are safe. If you're a married man, you are safe for your spouse.
Okay, they are
If you're a
safety.
father,
Yeah.
you're
Safe for your kids.
children. If you're walking on the street or you're driving, you are safe for every other
That's a
person
better
that's
strength.
driving around you. You are in nature. You are not a threat to nature. So being a man, true masculinity, to me, would be making sure that you are safe for your environment, you're safe for everyone around you. Like, if yesterday I was speaking to a pastor, and he was saying that that men are going through a whole lot these days, and no, he wasn't saying that in a place of victimizing men or belittling men, but he was of the concern that young men have to grow around elderly men they are safe with. I mean, they can confide in.
Yeah.
You get
Take advice.
Yeah, so that's actually the point where I also would derive my own meaning to masculinity.
Okay, talking about that, let me just quickly add something.
Yeah.
When he said men, other people feel safe around men, a thought came to my head. The peacekeeping forces have the biggest guns.
Okay.
So it means
peacekeeping forces have the biggest guns.
Yes, it means when you're around them, people have to see that if anything goes wrong, you are going to fix it.
Definitely.
If everything goes wrong, you are going to fix it. It means strength.
Yeah.
It means intellectual strength, psychological strength, all the kind of strength, financial strength. So, but that's pressure. Everybody expects the strength of a man to show when he arrives. So it means you are under pressure to be strong physically, strong mentally, strong economically, strong in every wise. But that's a lot of pressure as well, because now you have to have had pieces of information to keep you strong, because strength is not just by, I go to the gym every morning only. There's a lot more about masculinity that is not physical. So all of that, you have to have those. So that's pressure already on men.
Yeah.
And that pressure is not easy. You don't grow out of it. You don't, that pressure stays with you daily.
I think the higher you go,
The more the pressure. So, which brings me now to this question. Are you for, this topic that we were discussing, man up or speak up? So, which are you for, man up or speak up? Just pick one. Don't tell us why. No. We
I would probably.
I'm saying that because we are driving somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
For the purpose of this segment, just pick one. Man up or speak up.
I probably want to speak up.
Speak up. Man up.
Speak up.
Okay. So, I asked that. This is why now. I want to know how the word man up has damaged how men deal with their emotions.
Okay. Damaged how men deal with their emotions. Wow. Well, you know that it all starts with fear.
Your peers.
Maybe at home, your parents would have been some very lovely parents that allowed you to speak up. And then you now got into a society that brought in diverse people with upbringing.
Yeah.
And mostly secondary school.
True.
So that is actually where men went into their cave. Because everything you did in secondary school is used against you till the day you die.
Oh, Kim.
Yeah. So you are quiet in school. Everybody writes you. You get, you are vocal in school. You're vulnerable. Everybody's like, now we
Pick on you,
and
taunt you and all of that.
Yeah. So, and that is where the solution also came in, because even in that level of vulnerability, most men had friends that were a lot more masculine that protected them. So yes, I know that I am vulnerable, I'm weak. I can't express it to everyone. Or even if I tried expressing it to someone, I was picked on. But there's this one guy that was always standing up for me. And so, yes, we are being bullied not to speak up. But then, what does your circle of friends, what does the circle of people around you look like? Are they people that you can comfortably talk to and you're safe? That's why I define masculinity or being a man as being safe. And then in today's society, we've come to even realize that your best friend has a best friend that you don't know.
Inside cartel.
I
mean, so you're talking to your best friend, and your best friend is going to talk to his best friend. And then his best friend also might not like you, because of course women would think, we are the ones that are jealous about my friend. It happens in the circle of men.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does in the circle of men. Wow, you are more inclined to the other guy now. You are more.
You roll with that guy now.
Yeah, so they roll with the other guy. So that means you are confiding in this guy that you're rolling with, and this guy is also rolling with another, because of course you guys are not together 24 hours. So he's like, oh. And it could be that he's actually speaking to the other person in a place of concern or seeking help for what you confided in him. Oh, you get one wahala way. What do you think can be done? I mean, that's how the story has gone out. I confided in you. If I hear it from another person, even when this other person went to speak to the other person with an open mind, seeking for,
from a place of concern,
help, I will feel bad. I mean, I confided in you. Why is it?
Why are you leaking? Yeah, why am I hearing it somewhere?
So with all of this happening, it actually, the man just goes back into his shell. Like, I just go back inside. I think I feel safe there.
So speaking up is not even an option.
Yeah. So,
but it's wait. You start from saying that most of these things, from secondary school, your peer and all of that, right? And I totally understand. I dig, right? But why is it that even now you have understanding, you have exposure, you know now that men are supposed to speak up? You get people where see no, say okay now, make men they talk, but why are they still not speaking up?
We just started this campaign
Yeah.
past 20 years, I guess. Men, the campaign has to it has to enter body before men can actually believe it. It never enter.
Yeah.
Because there's a sect, or I mean, I'll call it a sect. There's a huge part of humanity that don't even believe men should speak up, because it feels like, oh, okay, when I listen, who run the world, girls, who run the world, girl.
But you know, sir, in a very huge context, right? Are you realizing also that even the men that are castigating men for speaking up also have a deep problem inside?
Oh,
Yes.
most of them do.
So broke people break people.
True.
You understand? You don't have the courage to speak out. Someone has the courage to speak out.
You're trying
You
to
wanna
and you are the
silence
same person.
making it hard.
I mean, so I also realize that even in the aspect of being strong, masculinity and all of that, I know, you realize that you are bringing it into your home, into the space where
You're supposed to be safe.
to be safe with you, and because you don't want to show that vulnerability, you are making everyone around you uncomfortable. So I read somewhere on Sunday where someone said, okay, you want to be loved, but you're not making yourself lovable.
Lovable.
You're not making yourself lovable. So women complain a lot, men, this, but when men talk, how do men react? First of all, let's not even go to women first. How do men?
The fellow men react when they see their
Men.
their men speaking. Yeah.
So it takes a lot of courage to just hold a man. And even if you can't do anything for that person, just tell the person, this too shall pass. So people, there are a lot of people that just want to hear that.
And they'll be all right.
They just want to hear this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then, so you see them run around, like, you wake up every day, you do all of that, and you sit down on your own. And then if no one is there to tell you this too shall pass, I think it's high time men start telling themselves the actual truth. Okay, because we've asked questions, we've been asking questions. Why am I here?
Yeah.
What did I come to do? I mean, I just come suffer, stress up, run around, do this.
Pay bills.
So why am I here? So why am I here? But then, sometimes you will find the answer, truth, and at some other times, the answers might never come.
It feels far away.
Yeah.
It seems far-fetched, but the truth is, because the answers are not coming, it doesn't stop you from moving. It is actually in the moving that you find answers along the way.
Okay, speaking of movement and growth, do you think that men are supposed to feel any form or any sort of pressure? Let's come from the angle of marriage. Do you think that it is so burdensome if a man is not able to take care of his home?
It is.
Or grow
Totally.
in that sense?
Totally, it is.
The pressure is huge. Let me use the word huger. It's huger when you get married.
Nobody's going to put in the pressure on you.
Now you go put on by yourself.
You're waking up seeing a baby cry, and there is food at home.
There is this thing. I told me I'm going to give my family a life that I didn't get. Usually you want to always improve and make sure that what you have feels better or becomes better than what you always had.
Yeah.
So that pressure comes to you naturally as a man, especially when you're you have a family, you have babies, or you have boys. Like I have boys, I have 3 boys, and there's pressure to be sure that these guys feel safe. They also feel masculine. Yes, because I don't want my boys to feel feminine, to have, they're feminine boys. We want them to be masculine men. Yes. So
with the context of the definition we had,
yes,
like people are safe around you.
Yeah.
You are
You're responsible, you have value, and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will always make sure that this little time that I spend with them, conversations are going to be, how are you? How are things going? Do you tell me about that? Okay. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. I have to sound decisive. I have to be sure that when I say no, it means no for them. They should understand that no is a word that can be used. It is not, you don't jump around.
And it's a complete.
Yes, it's a completely used.
In itself.
It can be used and there is nothing wrong. You can say no. No is an opinion and is an activity, is an action. When you say no, it's an yes.
Activity.
Yes.
Yes.
It's an action word. Yes. The verb is a
An action word, Jesus. Okay, that's new knowledge. That's new knowledge. Nice. Okay, so I just want to say this, right? Some women actually opine that men, let me not generalize it, some men are not emotionally intelligent. There's always this statement that men are logical beings, women are emotional beings, right? So I said, why is it now that because this your logic now, they affect me, we be emotional person. So people are not emotionally sensitive, you don't know when to, like, you supposed to understand, say, if I just front face now, I don't need to say it, so we just know.
That's mind reading. That's the pressure women give to us.
But you know that men are doers. Men are doers. You are emotional. I am a doer. I know where your emotions is driving at. And instead of sometimes, right, that's why, the emotional intelligence part.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just walk out and buy shawarma and give you. And shawarma is not actually what you want. The drama was to probably get my attention. But me, I'm feeling, because I am a doer,
That it means do something.
Please do something. Whereas all you need is
just sit down with me.
Yeah, probably.
Just sit down.
Let's talk. Yeah. So, well, an over emotional man is a threat to the society.
Wait, I beg.
You have to be
How?
logical.
Yes, you have to.
You don't respond to emotions more than you respond to the logic around a particular topic, because emotions are chemicals in the body that can change
At any time.
But logic governs a lot of activities on the planet. So
where does that leave us?
No, that's where the emotional intelligence comes. So we have
exactly. We are emotionally intelligent. You are the emotion feelers. You guys are the ones enjoying the emotion. So I don't. When women say, when women say they are more emotionally intelligent more than the guys, I don't think it's true.
It's actually
don't think it's true.
I don't think it's true.
No, it's actually a strength. Like, you guys own the strength. It's your strength. You own it. And then if you understand the power that is there in your emotion, you can guide a masculine man to be logically emotional. Now,
it makes a heck of sense.
Yes. Now,
Wait.
now,
okay.
Now,
Okay.
so you're emotional.
Uh-huh.
You know very well that probably the man is an over busy person trying to make things. You can use your emotions to slow him down. Wisely. Yes.
That has always been the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that has always been the problem.
Yes. So you can slow him down wisely, not because you don't want him to exhibit his traits, his natural traits of a man, but for him to understand that, yes, you are a man. Yes, you're doing well. Yes, you're doing good. I trust you. But then, this baby needs a father that understands the place of And the daughters are actually the ones that really get that from their dad a lot.
Okay.
A hug from a daughter can actually slow a man down. It can slow him down. So
what's happening to people like us? We don't get daughters.
You have to make room. What I feel is that you have to make room for your wife to give you that hug that slows you down. So I love to say this. I could be a talking person that loves to talk and analyze. Okay, let's say there's a problem now, and I want to address the problem. You could want me to just say, or maybe you would just say, I'm sorry, and you expect me to just quiet and move on. But I want to go to the root of why the thing happened. Address it so it doesn't come up
Real
again.
core.
But all you need is for me to just take that sorry
And
and allow it to go. Now, I'm a, like logical person, blah, blah, blah. But do you just realize that maybe while you are trying to do all of that, your daughter walks in, daddy, daddy, and you pick up your daughter. That conversation is over.
Can you relate?
yeah, I can't relate with daughter.
But your son, right? Yeah. At that moment, in fact, it will take a troublesome man to go back to that conversation. I mean, you are troublesome for that event to happen. So maybe your baby walks in, hugs you, and you smile. It diffuses everything. So that's the point where emotions slows down the overactivity of masculinity.
Wow, that was deep. Oh. But wait, I came across a tweet that says, I don't know if you saw it. It was trending one time where they say man versus bear. It's where we're saying though rather
Stick with the
stay with the bear in the forest or in the wild
Mm.
than stay with a man. What do you think caused that this
bear in the
mentality?
forest.
Yeah, like they say pick between staying with a man. Would you choose a bear over a man? And this is where in the comments a lot of ladies I will pick a bear over a man.
Those came from ladies that were hurt by men a lot.
So sometimes it's not even hurt by men. It's an ideology you just pick up. I have actually spoken with people that have never had
A relation
bad experience.
But they just have
They just wake up and because
because the narrative is a general narrative in the world, right?
do your research. Probably you should start asking women too. And then when you ask, let them be honest in telling you their own part of the story. You can demand so much from a man. Are you the woman the man should love? Are you lovable?
Okay. Are we going there? Because
yes.
that's a good place to go.
We are actually going to go there.
I love there.
We are going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my narrative is, if I'm dating you, if I'm being with you, I will. Yes, I have my flaws. You have your flaws. I will take time. It's my responsibility to take time to understand how to manage your flaws. It is also, yes, I know that a lot of women take their time so much to study and understand the flaws of men. Yeah, I give it to them, they understand, so they can put up with a lot of things. And even sometimes as a man, you just see a woman put up with things and you're like, girl, you try.
You try, you.
Now, it doesn't change the fact that on both ends, there is no discontent. It actually means that for every time you ever hear things work,
People work them out.
people that are
made
deliberate
effort.
to work things out. But the society that has taught men to be masculine, taught men to be doers, and has actually changed the psychology of men to start feeling like it is actually when you do
That you are.
that you
deserve.
you
You are a man.
To be appreciated.
So you don't need to complain when there is no empathy again, when there is no emotions again. Because of course this is what you want. You want men that do. So why do you want me to now be
It's not easy to be soft and hard at the same time.
Yeah.
If you're a man,
Well, why can't there be a balance?
It's a struggle.
it's not easy. It's not that easy as it is not easy for a lady to be totally logical and not be emotional. Mood swings can sweep in, and you're forgetting. Why are you letting mood swings decide how you treat your guy or your man, and you're expecting him to understand
That's
and do?
beyond your control.
Yes, that is beyond your control, and he should act to help suppress that feeling and make you
there's
feel
a
good.
lot of demand on men.
There's a lot, and sometimes it's unrealistic. Yes, because you expect me to read your mind. You expect me to even let me go there. Even in sex, in marriage, or sex with women. Let's just talk sex in general.
Yeah.
Women. I have a conversation with some group of ladies one time after some show we did in the studio, and they were talking. Hey, my man doesn't satisfy me. My man doesn't do this. I asked the question. Have you told him what to do? Beautiful. Ever? He said, no, he should just know now. How can he just not know? He's a man. He should know.
I don't like to be told what to do.
No. Men that are in love like for you to tell them what to do to help you get to that same space.
Remember earlier when I said you are emotional? It is a strength. You can carefully, comfortably use that emotions to get what you want.
If he loves you, he'll listen. So let him feel. So most of the time,
but don't be dramatic.
Yeah,
That's it. Okay, it's actually drama that pulls men away. And the drama now.
I see. You know how? Let's talk about submission.
Okay.
Submission and men leading in the home, right? This thing of telling a man what to do, some men take it as I am the head. You're not supposed to tell me what to do. Now, wait till I tell you, go take. 1. 2. Now, when you now try to say meander your way through it and try to tell them, okay, this is from some persons that have told me have shared personal stories and have given me permission to share their story. Let me give you a very clear example. One of my babes, she was dating this guy, and this guy is like, I am the alpha and the omega in this relationship. Everything I say stands. You can't question me, yada yada yada, and all of that. The babe say, me, I love you. So if I see you as my head or my leader, no one, I will follow suit. Right? But it began to get to a point where it became toxic, where it was like, you're policing me around. Now, this is the girl's testimony. I'll be the girl's story now. Like, you're policing me around. You want to always be everywhere I am. So if you're not where I'm at that particular time, there's a problem.
Okay.
You can't go out without me. All of those
It's a
things.
It's a paranoia thing. Like
that's like few cases, because there are some men who are secure. They wouldn't mind you going to. Another thing, like I said, if it might depend on a couple of stuff, maybe precedents, stuff that have happened before. He has seen you do stuff. He can't trust the fact that you make great decisions when he's not
Not done anything.
The problem is not about doing, it's the fact that you have not exhibited the character showing him that he can trust you.
True.
But women also have this. You see this perspective? They have the same perspective.
Of course.
That men should also do this too and make and know that they are not going to do some kind things. Just trust me.
But you have to let them know that you can be trusted.
And then that you trust them. So like I said, I would always like to use that definition of man as being safe. I am comfortable. I am safe for you to be free. You have to be safe for me to be free. So masculinity is not me being the strongest person in the room.
Alpha.
I don't have to be the
Alpha
strongest.
males.
But you see, the fear has always been that. If you have ever given a responsibility, or maybe, as I'm working with them, I'm working with a couple clients, young couple, and then I don't want to sound like I'll be settling fights, but you see where someone is, this other person, I wanted it. Those one will like, okay, baby, whatever. I will now come out and say, for peace to reign. Anything she say, do. Now, there is a twist to that. He might not be satisfied,
But
deep inside, but you just have to do it. Now, this is what happens. Now she takes the decision, and then we are going midway into it.
There's a problem.
There's a problem.
Yeah. Usually because she was emotional. Logical guys will actually see the problem before it happens.
And the guy has no right to say, I told you.
See? And that's very annoying.
You have no right to say, I told you.
You really want to all it in her face, like
Yeah, so all you have to do is, you see the challenges of men now. All you have to do is, it's okay, darling. You solve the problem. And if you do that long enough, you have a woman that respects and trusts your decision.
So let's talk about leadership in marriage. How has your journey been?
As a marriage, we are going to talk about marriage.
Okay, no problem.
How's your journey been so far?
Great mostly. It's not easy to get a woman to listen to you, like I said, because the culture of who runs the world, girls, plays on every lady's head. Sometimes I was talking with one other married guy, and he goes, like, there's a pamphlet or a brochure that they give, where they give all the women, and as soon as they get married, they all read it. Or maybe not like get married, as soon as they're in a relationship and they are confirmed, like, okay, this is my guy. Yes, all of them go to read the manual and start exhibiting the same things that happen in almost every lady.
What's in these things? What are these things like?
First is not telling you exactly how they're feeling. And expecting you to just know because you love them. But when they were looking for your attention, they could say,
I think
they will suggest to you, then you know, then you are the good guy. They can even tell their friend, guy where they did, they listen, ear they open, But as soon as the relationship is confirmed, everybody just, entitlement shakes in, and everybody just starts reading a pamphlet that they shouldn't be reading, and the acting, exhibiting some things. Or you need something as a guy, just, okay, I need this. I say, no, I'm not in. Mood swing sweeps in, and you've forgotten this guy for him to ask you. Before a guy come out ask you, in need them.
But
Then
that as guys too, we also have a problem. Like we also have that same problem of actually communicating.
that is
Because yeah. Because we also expect, let's say for instance, I've been with you for a year. I have my expectations. I don't even need to tell you again. But you're comfortable. You don't even feel like those expectations are valid anymore.
they should be met.
Yeah, you get. But me, I'm here. I'm okay. Is she not aware that I like this kind of things? Why she? And then you start saying it, and it's like, but I've been here since. You did not know. Something that happened 2 months ago.
you're bringing it back.
Now, bringing it back would actually mean that it has happened once, it has happened twice. And maybe you are telling yourself, man, if you don't say anything, this is going to happen
Again. So you decide, you say something, and it feels like you're bringing stuff back.
Yes.
No, you're just citing an example, that hoping that she logically looks at the and like, okay, this has happened before. I think it's not been going well at every other time it happens. So can we just change it? But sometimes it's hard for them to even see that it's something to change.
Okay, so let me ask you, Imani. Okay, because you're the married one now, soon to be, right? Okay. So the question I want to ask is this: so assuming you get married to somebody, you get married to a babe, and
Actually getting married to someone.
Yes.
Yeah. Congrats in order.
Congrats in advance, yeah. So yes, you get married to somebody, or you've eventually gotten married. Now you're married, you're a married man. Okay. And your baby's telling you that, I don't think that I want to birth the normal way.
Okay.
I want to have a surrogate. How would you take that? From a woman's perspective, pregnancy is a whole lot, right? And suddenly she's like, now that I think about it, like after this is a burden in her heart. Now that I've thought about it, do I really want to go through the stress of pregnancy and all that?
Now, I would
No medical reason, but just
I would love to look at it like I'm a traditional man. When I say traditional,
So we want traditional
like
women.
I'm not like a very core traditionalist. When I say traditional man, I mean like these are modus that things
That happens in marriages.
Now you want surrogacy. All right, please. it's not a bad thing. Honestly, to me, it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
But if we can sit down and let's understand why. Are you a model? You don't want to distort your body. Your kind of job, you don't want this to affect that. Would you love this baby
Like your own child.
like your own
you
child,
birthed it,
like
yeah.
you birthed the child? Have you considered how this would affect our intimacy? Because the beauty of beholding a baby would actually mean that it came from me to you and back to us. Then it came from me to someone, from you to someone, and back to us. On condition that you can't. On condition that I can't. On condition that both of us have sat down and agreed. Now, even if you can and I can, but we have to sit down and unanimously
Agree that, okay, this is what
agree that this is what
It's good for
is
you.
good for you. And
And
then you have to
I can take it.
convince me enough
To take it.
because this is what happens. And I'm sure that you are aware that some decisions that men allow, when it backfires, they are the ones that take at least a reasonable amount of blame. You should have told me.
Mm-hmm.
You did not
Pressure me. You did not convince me.
you
didn't talk about it long enough.
It happens. And I'm sure you know it happens.
Mhm.
Yeah. It happens. True.
Yeah. So we now, send our this thing to someone else, and the baby comes back and you're looking at the baby. I'm not sure say
Mama, it can be this.
But the fear is same. Women are in marriages that, for example, a woman can go through the birth process, right? And her body changes. Now she feels, this man is not attracted to me like that again. Oh. The man who they send me like that again. Oh.
It's a
No,
feeling.
minus feelings. So, I'm saying these are stories I read to the nets.
Well,
It's there.
I say, Excellency, you know why I always want to. I tell my fiancée every time. I thought that when we met, I have this kind of a feeling that if this is what I did to make you happy, I would try as much as possible to maintain that thing to keep you happy. Now, we can say, women, it's not easy for us and all of that. But you know that a deliberate woman would want to make herself appealing at all times.
Say it again. Say it again. So.
A deliberate
And say it slowly. Let it enter.
A deliberate woman will want to make herself always healing to her man. That is to say, yes, you've given birth. Baby, look
Body
at my body.
changes.
What do you think we can do? And then a deliberate man, an intentional man, should be able to walk with my wife to get her to that place that she's back to becoming appealing to me.
Yeah.
But some women will argue that after the entire stress of pregnancy, that some people even go as far as having postpartum depression, right? Why is there now that pressure to now snap back?
It's not a pressure.
Is it? See,
I think you're saying a deliberate woman. So if I say at this like I just betted another. I gave birth to a whole human.
Mm-hmm.
I just one day.
You see?
But still, I want you to be attracted to me.
I
want you to still make love like
In his,
so 16.
it is possible. Like he said, you have to. There are some things that have to be done to keep yourself in that space where he can look and like, see this thing, once in a while, the same tapping should just happen. Yes, you must make sure that, because trust me, marriage doesn't curb the things that, okay, because she done born, I'm married, I'm just gonna have to find a way to be attracted to those.
Yeah.
You have to find a way and fix it, because it's something that I'm going to be worried about. I'm going to be worried about. If I'm going to be worried about it, it's something you're supposed to fix. And if you're going to be worried about stuff, it's stuff I'm supposed to fix.
So there's responsibility.
Yes, there's responsibility on both ends.
And then, it's not easy for the woman. So as an intentional man, you have to sometimes look at her and tell her it's okay, but let's work this out. That's how I feel it should be. So this is not just drama. So people can say, hey, it's easy to talk about it, but I've seen people do it. Yes, I've seen people talk about it. Like I've been with married people that have expressed how, you can do it. It's possible. So I would say to everyone, as a man, as a woman, yes, it's home first.
Yeah.
It's home first. So you have to find a way to make it where you can always come back to.
Okay. That has been a very insightful, and a very insightful topic and an eye-opener if you ask me. All right. So there's something we do on the show called Chop for the Week. Okay. That is, what is that bitter truth? So you're going to give us the chop for the week in one sentence. What is that bitter truth you think that men should take home this week? What's the chop for the week? In one sentence.
I think it's what I would probably say. Nobody knows you till you can fix a thing.
Yeah.
They will never know you until you become important. And being important is just showing up every day, doing what you're supposed to do as a guy. So find out what you're supposed to do. Show up every day.
And just
do it.
do
The
it.
problem has been showing up.
Yeah.
But if you show up, somebody said availability is ranked higher than capability.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
So
Okay.
if you're available, somehow you're going to be capable to fix it.
Okay. So Ebony, what's your chop for the week?
My top for the week would always be that the strongest man in the room is not the one that shows the less emotion. The strongest man in the room is not the one that shows the less emotion, but actually is one with the most empathy.
Wow. That one hits.
The most empathy, yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if we allow this man talk, we'll go far. So you heard it yourselves. If you've been holding a lot of things in, this is your sign to speak up. It's enough. There's a whole lot of narrative going on. It's okay, right? Man up, be this or be that. It's time for you to speak up. All right. Till I come your way next time. Stay jiggy. I love you. Bye.